Thank you for tuning in to another episode with Mrs. Danielle DeVita. I am a relationship and femininity coach. My goal is to help both men and women be in relationships that's best for them. So it has been a rough week trying to get some videos out. A busy week. So, but I still wanted to get something out to you, and I've already had a video planned that I was going to do for this. So I definitely got to get this out. So bear with me while it is podcast style. I want to make sure both men and women understand that the video today, or the episode today, is going to be about appreciating and valuing each other. Because I hear a lot of times where people have their preferences and their standards of what they want in a partner, but when they finally do get that partner that are doing these things, they don't appreciate them. They don't value it verbally. And in many cases, they don't value it and show appreciation through their service and their action. So let me explain. If you have a man who is really good to you and he treats you with respect, maybe he's respectful, he is shows love in his words and his actions, he does what he needs to do at, for you, you may sometimes just be like, yeah, that's what he's supposed to do, and there's no thank you. And then if you're a man and you have a woman who is respectful, she does things that you like, whether it's domestic things that you appreciate for her to do, but you don't necessarily say thank you because you feel like that's her role. That is what she's supposed to do. People tend to slack off and not continue to do as well because there's no appreciation. It's almost like in a level of entitlement. And I hear men often talk about entitlement, but it is a form of entitlement if also a man or a woman does not value the other person. This is in all aspects of life. Think about a job you have. You have a job to do. This is what they hired you to do, and this is what they pay you to do. If you do it and you never got a kudos, an award, a certificate of congratulations, anything to show that you're valued in that job, and all you hear is what you're not doing, you're not going to feel that they appreciate their people, because as we go through life, we're going to need grace and mercy. There's going to be human error. There's going to be issues and problems. But when you do things, you tend to want to do them more when you start to be valued more. And that's not just in the job market, but children. You expect your children to behave and do their schoolwork and do what they need to do, but children also want to have some type of kudos and congratulations and some type of award system or reward system for when they do those things. So you want to have that with your spouse. You want to have that with the partner that you're with, to say, you know what, I appreciate you for being faithful. I appreciate you for being consistent. I appreciate you washing those dishes. I know you had a long day. I appreciate it. You know what? I appreciate that you took the time to sweep today. I appreciate that you just randomly say, I love you. I appreciate you for being the man or the woman that you say you're going to be, and then you are living through by integrity and by example. I love you for that. I appreciate you. I appreciate you taking care of my wants and desires. I appreciate you for always making sure that you go over and beyond. I just appreciate you for being good. I appreciate that you have good character. I appreciate that about you. I appreciate that you get up every day and work hard. I appreciate that even when you're sick, you go in and put that work in. I appreciate your hustle. So if we start to appreciate people more, I appreciate for these flowers that you give me just because, or for my birthday, or whatever. If you show that you care, if you show that you appreciate that person put in effort and they tried, they're going to want to do it more. They're going to want to keep doing it. It's when we get complacent and we think, well, you ought to do this because that's what you do as a boyfriend or girlfriend or spouse, or as a parent. You are the mother, you are the father. You should be doing this. Like, my husband is supposed to take care of his children. He is. But I appreciate that he takes the time after getting off of work to help with homework, just so I don't have to be the one to do that every night. I appreciate that he took the time to let me sleep in and do breakfast. I appreciate the time that he gave me breakfast in bed. I appreciate, the effort that he wants me to have my spa day, and he gives me, you know, a certificate to go and get my, you know, spa or this treatment system or whatever it is. I appreciate that he's working hard to give me the things that I want, even if they're not even needed, even if they're not necessary, but he knows I want it. And he's worked hard to do that. So while he's supposed to be a protector and a provider, I appreciate that he's doing it. He's doing it with diligence. He's doing it with consistency. He's doing it in love. He is a leader, and I want to recognize that. Just like people want to be recognized on the job, you definitely want to be recognized at home, because then someone on that job is going to be recognizing your man or woman in the way that you're not. And I'm not saying that, I'm not using that as a scapegoat for people to step outside of their relationship. I'm saying when you are not appreciative and loving, people go elsewhere. Same thing with a job. People are going to take opportunities elsewhere if that job isn't doing right. Now, not always. Some people take other opportunities because they're intrigued. They just want to do it. It has nothing to do with what that person did or what that job did and things like that. But this is to say that when you get to the point where you're so complacent that you can even open up your mouth and say thank you, when you have the attitude of, what, you want a cookie? Then it's a problem. It's a problem because now you're not appreciative of just the basic things, because there's so many men and women that can't even get the basics of what a good man is, the basics of what a good woman is. They don't see it. They don't know what it looks like, to the point that they have lost hope. They think that all men or women are the same, because those who know different speak differently. Those who know that there is better and that there is hope speak in that format. So when you listen to me and you listen to my episodes, you know that I've obviously seen better, because if not, I could be just as bitter as all of these other people on the internet saying that no one can do better, no one is better, everyone ain't ish. But no, I've seen better. I know it's possible. And every time I see my husband do better, I say thank you, because he doesn't. He really doesn't. We have free will. He doesn't have to put his best foot forward. He doesn't have to be the husband or the father that he needs to be, but he decides every day to wake up and be his best no matter what. And to be honest, he's not even just doing it for the children or just doing it for me. He's doing it for himself. He's doing it for the name he's created for himself, because he wants to protect his name. This is what we do. This is what my bloodline does. This is how we stand up as men. And this is how we take care of our family. And he also does it as a Christian. This is what God wants for me to do. And this is how I'm going to show up in the world. So again, everyone's going to have their own reason of why they do what they do. And it can't always be because I love this person so much, because then what you do is you tend to say, well, I'm especially when people are upset with each other, well, this person don't love me, so let me do this. And then you do that tit for tat, or you get petty, or you say, oh, I fell out of love, which I'm not even sure that's possible. But a lot of people, then they rely on that love, and when love fades, then their attitude and the way they were behaving before fades. So you want to have a real reason of why you do what you do. I do what I do because this is what we do. This is our character. This is how we behave. Even when we're in the midst of a storm, we don't allow certain things come our way to the point that now we're going to act differently because someone made us mad, or because I think that I'm no longer in love, or I think that this person isn't doing their best, so I'm not going to do my best. No, it's all about you and your character and your integrity and how you want to show up and show out in the world. And then when you see that someone else is trying to do the same, you show that level of gratitude and appreciation. That's how it works. All right. So I really hope that this helped you. You understand that showing appreciation, that you do it with sincerity, that you do show that you truly care about the other person, and that they're trying to do and be better. Because truth be told, people have free will. Everyone doesn't have to be better. Everyone doesn't have to do better. But the fact that you are showing that you appreciate them for applying their best effort, and that you love that they are trying to be the best that they can be. Like, because even when people have not already arrived, but when you see people trying, the fact that you can say, you know what, I see you trying and I appreciate it, they're naturally going to want to do better. They're going to want to keep doing that very thing to get that reward. It's not enough just to say, oh, thank you and I appreciate you, and then that's it. You want to show by showing your gratitude by servicing them in a way that they appreciate it. So, for one person, their love language is gift, and the other is service of, I think, acts of service. So, and touch, physical touch for other people. So you reward them in the way of their love language to show that you love them and you appreciate them. And I think that a lot of times people just get to that whole idea of, well, they're supposed to do this, but people don't have to act right. But the fact that they choose to be the best version of themselves and show up for you, show up for your children, reward that. Keep doing these things every day, little small things, no matter what it is, appreciate them for it. I'm telling you, it will work. It works in my marriage, and I know it can work in yours. Take care.